Welcome back. We got Tory Carter, NFL hopeful.
Big Tory.
Big time.
In the building, man. What's going on, man? Welcome to the Randall Corner, man. Glad to have you in here, man. Hey, man. Look, I got to bring it out. LSU, look, maybe you bring a lot of old feelings back to me, man. Tell us about. Man, we're gonna start off with not even talk football, man. Just tell us about the time that you had down there at LSU. I know you're from Valdosta, Georgia, right?
Correct.
First of all, what brought you to Louisiana?
Coach O's Cajun accent.
Come on, man.
Gumbo, right?
Come on, man.
Honestly,
So actually, Les Miles, he recruited you here, though, right?
So Coach O recruited me. He
Okay,
found
Coach O
me.
recruited. Okay, gotcha.
He came and visited me at my high school and told me I needed to come out there for a barbecue. So I came out for a barbecue, got some gumbo. I honestly didn't even know where LSU was. I didn't even know what city it was in. So
Gotcha.
me and my dad and some friends packed up and we rode down and Coach Miles offered me and I committed on the spot.
Okay, man, good deal.
Hang on, I got to ask a question real quick. You said Coach O invited you over for some barbecue, right?
Well, they were having like
gumbo.
at the facility. It's like a recruiting event where
Okay.
they have
Well,
cookout.
I got a question real quick because a lot of people might want to ask this. A lot of people saw the movie The Blind Side, and in that movie, he talks to the offensive lineman and says, "We got the best barbecue ever in the world." Did he say that?
I can't recall that, but he said something similar.
Hey, I'm about to say that. I think I just saw another movie with The Rock he was in.
Yeah, he recruited The Rock.
He was saying something like that. Yeah, man, that's good, man.
Yeah, he loves the gumbo.
So we definitely know Coach O is definitely a master recruiter, and as you see, man, he was able to get this guy down here, whatever it takes, man. Barbecue, gumbo, whatever.
Right.
It got you here, man.
Well, they say the fastest route to somebody's heart or a man's heart is through their stomach, right?
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
There you go.
It
There you
works,
go.
especially when you talking about that Louisiana cooking, man.
Yeah.
I think he knew that'll get you every time.
Oh, it rubbed off on me. I didn't like hot sauce and none of that until I got here.
Come on, man.
And now I
Well, it's not hot sauce, it's called Louisiana hot sauce, right?
I like
I mean,
crystals. I like crystals.
Oh,
You like the crystal?
I like the crystals.
Oh,
Can't
okay.
lie.
Hey, that's crystals, man. Look, you need a
Shout
packet.
out.
He did shout out the gate, man. Good deal, man. So, man, national championship 2019. Tell us about that experience, being a part of that. I was able to kind of be a part, but be a part of that in 2003. Back when we had, brought that first one back here since 1959.
Yeah,
it was. So man, being able to see this thing, come full circle, and you guys being able to do what you guys did, be able to come on and hold that thing up as such high standard.
Well, honestly,
Tell us about it, man.
y'all created the foundation for us to be able to do everything we did. We got the new facility and all the boosters. They were like, we gonna need something out of y'all.
Correct.
And we gave it to them. So I mean.
What? That's what I'm saying too.
The whole off season, in the preparation in spring and summer, there was a whole different vibe to the facility, the team, the staff, and you could tell before we even played Georgia Southern. I think I had an interview, and I was like, it's going to be electric, and it was.
Yeah, I remember bringing my team up to a 7-on-7 and seeing Joe Burrow just out there right outside of the indoor throwing with receivers, and I could just tell, it looked like the confidence that I saw going on and the work and just coming up there on other occasions, just seeing the work being put in. Just not when even coaches would.
Yeah, well, what I think really Joe really did a good job of is like the leadership of the players only practices. He came in my junior year, so I had been there 2 years.
Okay.
And the player-led practices weren't the same until Joe got there. Really, I mean, we got out there, we did what we had to do, and we're done. Like that's we got our work in, and it's bang, 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 and we're done. And and now last year we did the same thing. Like Miles and TJ and Max, they're all out there. They're getting all the receivers, all the tight ends, all the running backs there every Saturday.
So how much were you able to do that with the COVID this year, opposed to, like you saying, last year you was able to do this pretty much the whole time Joe Burrow knew he was the guy coming in, getting everything rolling, and then having COVID come in and pretty much make it where you guys couldn't do much?
Well, I mean, we did the best to, work around everything, work with everything to be able to make our player-only practices happen. We had to go to other places. We couldn't work out at LSU.
Right.
We just had to battle the adversity. I mean, we battled adversity the whole year. So,
Yep.
I mean, it wasn't really nothing new.
Yeah, well, man, those some of the things that definitely everybody had to go through those. So that's saying, even me as a coach, and some of the things that we said, nobody able to prepare you for the things that was able to come. But tell me, Coach Moffitt, I know nobody was able to prepare you, and nobody knew it, but I know he always got a plan, man. He was one of those guys, man. I love the weight room. I won one of those Alvin Roy off-season awards for it. But tell me how that went, and tell me about just the process, because I know that coming in, I know that was a big place for you to go. I mean, in the off-season, you don't really see a lot of coaches, but you see him pretty much all year round.
All year. I mean, with the COVID year, the off season was a lot different. It wasn't the same type of workout regime because we didn't have the preparation in the spring to build up to the summer. So we had to kind of mix it in. So like we had like a new conditioning type of test every Friday instead of coming in and doing our 110.
Right.
Yeah, no, we didn't do that. Right. We didn't do that. So a lot of young guys, they don't even know what that's about. They hadn't been there with the bros like
fourth quarter.
Yeah, like they just started fourth quarter today.
Right. Okay.
So like the stuff that is a tradition at LSU. Like last year, it was we couldn't do it. So the guys coming in, they don't have that foundation that you get when you first come in.
Correct.
So that's something that they're having to, that takes time. That's probably with every school. Yep. Not being able to have your team activities like fourth quarter, like you find out what your boys are made of fourth quarter when you break down.
Right. Hey, man, I've been in those fourth quarters, man. I mean, you've been in those fourth quarters, especially if you're one of those guys who probably haven't been working out and you just coming in there, man, running a lot of those guys. Hey man, come on, keep it, man. I ain't tired my back just to get my back.
That's right.
My back, I ain't tired. That lower back be the first thing when you're not in shape. That lower back is doing those fourth quarters be the first thing to give.
That breakdown.
He said that breakdown. It's nice though, but man, those are the things that where you made. That's where that fourth quarter mentality comes in. I was there with Saban, but everybody that's been there, Coach Moffitt have been through it all, so he just saw it.
Right.
He's been the staple there. That's why I believe that LSU's been where they've been. I mean, because you look at the weight program, then you start looking at other programs that where assistant strength coaches that have worked underneath him at LSU go off to other programs.
You're
you
looking
just
at it right
automatically
now.
See those programs just shoot up.
Like there's been a couple strength coaches leave this year that just got like. The strength staff my freshman year is a completely different strength staff besides Coach Moffitt.
Right. Well, those guys. I mean, it's hard to keep them.
That's right. Whenever you learn from the best, like everybody else wants you. That's how I feel. Like I'm thankful to have Coach Moffitt on my resume.
Man, I already know, man. Man, he does great things. Let's just talk about the field now. This year, man, coming out like you said, COVID. There's some things that I saw being able to go to the games and being able to see it this year from the press box. Me and my man Josh. But it was some things that we saw. It was an unusual year. You didn't have the fans in the stands. It wasn't Tiger Stadium as you know what Tiger Stadium.
I know Tiger Stadium.
It wasn't that.
It was not it
at all. It was almost like a scrimmage.
Well, yeah, that's what it felt like. And but Coach O, one of his big things, fake it till you make it. Right.
Fake it, right. I like it.
You don't want to be here, Allen. You want to be here. So I mean, whenever my mindset going into the games was just like, all right. There's fans in the stands. There's not as much as I want, but hey, let's just go out there, have fun, and fake it till you make it.
I like it.
Bring the juice.
I like it, man. All right, coming off of that championship year, the year before, having arguably the best season in college history.
Not arguably, it was the
best season. I mean, stat wise, you talk about the award wise, keep bringing in the trophies because a lot of people like to count team rankings off of that and all that. So I think we had all of that coming in, and then being able to come into the year like you said, going through all the things with COVID, not knowing what to expect, and then coming into the year that we had, starting off slow. I mean, what was the feelings like around there? Did anything break down, or did everybody stay strong? Because we knew that at one point we would get this thing shipped back around.
I mean, it was just rock bottom. You go from being the best ever to being you ain't won a game yet. The first game of the season, you lose. Then you go out there and get embarrassed. Then you go over and get embarrassed. It sucks. But all the younger guys, they learned their plays. They stepped up. They made the plays they needed to do. And that shows a lot on the future of LSU, how they finished the season. It was a hard year. Not gonna lie, it was a hard year. But I'm thankful for it. I learned a lot.
Learn a lot
throughout the season.
They say you can learn a lot, man, when you have wins and losses. But
I want to ask you a question. What is as a Tiger fan sitting there right now watching this show? Because I know Josh has shared this on Tiger Nation already. So, tell the Tiger Nation right now, what did the younger guys learn this last season? What does Tiger Nation have to look forward to next year?
They learned how to get up. Like with football, you gotta get knocked down. Because if you don't get knocked down, you ain't gonna make it to the top. So those guys, they understand what it's like to lose and how bad that feels. And when you're a Tiger, you don't lose. Like that's unacceptable.
Right.
So I think just what you saw, like the kids making plays in the Florida games, winning the last game, like that means a lot because there wasn't a lot of hope for the season after we knew we weren't going to postseason. There's not a lot of hope but to win. I think they went out and showed Tiger Nation that we're going to be back next year to play ball and compete.
I mean that, man.
All right, I got to ask a question. I know Marcus is a quarterback, but who do you see is going to be that team next year?
Who's going to lead the team?
Yeah.
I think it's way too early to tell.
That's a tough one.
I know they got 3 studs in the room. I know that. They got 3 guys that's going to work their tail off. And they got a good offensive coordinator that's going to coach them up. So I love all of them. Like, I can't tell you.
Man, I will say this, man. From Miles Brennan to those first few games, throwing for over 400 yards a game up until the point where he got hurt. And then, TJ coming in, doing what he did, coming in, leading with South Carolina game at home on his first start, leading us to that victory. And then, having the games that he had after that, there was nice stints. And then, Max coming in, and we never fell off from the quarterback position.
Nah, it's the room stacked. The room stacked.
Whether we won or lost, the quarterback position really never fell off. So that pretty much, I know that's controversy, but it makes a good problem because we didn't know we had 1 quarterback, but now we know we got 3 solid ones. Now, can we keep them all, or can we play them all, or what the thing will be for them? That nobody knows, but we know right now that we are good going in at the quarterback position.
Well, we know we're stacked at quarterback.
We can check that box.
We know we're stacked at wide receiver this year.
We can check that one off too. You can check
O-line.
All of them came backs, man. So
I think offense we're gonna be good.
But I will say last year our offense was averaging, like you said, those first few games. Putting up 500-600 yards, 30 points a game.
I feel like last year, when the offense was playing good, the defense wasn't playing good. When the defense was playing good, we wasn't there for them.
Right,
we didn't play off each other very well this past year, and I think that's something that the young guys learned.
Right, like you say, but you saw it as the year went on. Yeah. Even when guys were kind of, certain guys were opting out or not playing anymore. I started hearing guys I had never heard of. Stepping up, playing. I'm like, we coming in every week. And I'm like, well, maybe we got another guy that we got to talk about that and stepped up. Yeah, that's a new guy. So,
right.
And then Booty stepped up toward the end of the season. He just stepped up and became a dog.
That was a known thing for a while.
Come on, because Terrence Marshall, he steps out. We think, all right, the wide receiver position take a step down, and then this guy, you got another guy. Like, well, where he come from? So he come out of nowhere. He breaking records and doing things like that. So, and then we just signed 3 more 5-star guys that's gonna be in the room now, man.
We signed more than that.
Well, I was just talking about just in the wide receiver position.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. We signed a wide receiver out of STM. We signed a wide receiver out of Walker. Zachary. And then the one out of
we just got my neighbors. Yep, so 4. I mean, we got 4 of those.
Yeah.
We running 3 wide.
Yeah, so we throwing it around.
So let's go ahead and talk about Tory Carter real quick. Tell us about Tory Carter. Who is Tory Carter? We see you when we saw you at Tiger Stadium. You got your face all painted. Yeah, you got that emotion going with you. So tell us about Tory Carter.
The energy and passion. That's what I try and do every time I step on that field or practice field. Just bring juice. And when I started, I was at fullback, and I moved to tight end, and move around, blah blah.
Yeah, fullback, tight end, now H-back.
I really, my position kind of silvered out, But me personally, I didn't take that personally. I want to win, so I played on 4 core special teams, and I helped the offense when they needed it. But I just try and bring the juice and be a good teammate and be coachable and get with it.
That's what it is, man. And it takes that, man. Everybody doing their 111 at pretty much any time, man.
Right.
Man, you got that look. Man, you just got a fullback type of look. Like, man, it look like all fullback looking like I played with some good ones. Kevin Stelks. Sean Jordan, it like all of them kind of got that
Sean
same,
Jordan.
yeah, Sean, you know, like you might do some MMA or something, man. You out there too?
I would love to.
I was about to say you look like you about to.
My dad actually says if the UFC was around when he was in college, he wouldn't have played football. Straight up.
I believe it. I believe it, man.
Yeah,
So,
but yeah,
the toughest guys in there, but like you say, man, special teams, man. As you make your pursuit right now to the NFL, I know when this was 2004, my rookie year, 2005, my rookie year going in. I went in as a quarterback, you know, battling for that position. Then ended up switching to safety. But the way I made the roster, because I was still a free agent, the way I made the roster and was able to play it with Tennessee for 2 years was really what I did in the preseason on special teams.
Right.
So those are things that I just heard you mention that, you know, going in. I mean, those are important because it's 3 phases to the game.
Exactly.
I mean, and when you talk about, you know, going to that next level, those would be the things that a lot of, I know the kids on my level, high school, they think of special teams as that's not what they want to do.
I didn't play special teams. Right?
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, you think that's for the people that really don't want to play,
so
you know.
fun, though.
But,
It's
you know,
so
special
fun.
teams is, can also, you know, win or lose games.
Right.
And so that is that third phase that where you can, you know, make a difference in. So definitely, man, I'm glad to hear you say that because those will be some of the things that rookies going in got to have in their mind. I'm a special team player.
I'm a fullback, but I'm a special teamer.
Yeah, I'm a special team player.
Like I'll play anything on kickoff. I'll play anything on kickoff
got
return.
So definitely, so any of those scouts hear that, man, that'd be big for, you know, going in that we know them ain't gonna be pulling no teeth. I will say this too, going in as a free agent, I'm just gonna put somebody going in as a free agent. Man, I love those free agents. I mean, those special team plays. Every time it was a special team play, they had something called a player performance check. So every play, being that you didn't get drafted in a certain round, you went in as a free agent. So you know they kind of gave you incentive for every play that you played. So that was like $250 to $300 a play per game, and they add that up over the whole season and give you one whole check over how many plays you played.
That's good news.
So you get that in your thing. Oh man, I got a service check right here for because I didn't play X amount of plays, so I knew that going in. So every time it was a punt return, coach, I got it. That's $300.
That's right.
You want to be in there, so man,
That's right.
That's ways to make the team and be a part of the team and do that, man. That's big, man. So when's pro day?
March 31st.
March 31st.
Yes,
You've been
sir.
preparing for that.
Oh, I'm ready.
Have you been training here or you went off to
I've been training in traction.
Okay,
Yep.
good deal.
So
Tell us about that.
I got 3 classes left, so I stayed in BR and trained in traction. I'm actually with Coach Moffitt's son, Clay.
Okay, there it is.
So
Right.
Clay's training me in the strength, and my boy Justin over there at traction, he's getting my
Gotcha.
speed stuff. And I go work with Nick Brosette once a week
Okay, yeah.
for my running back drills. I haven't hired an agent.
Okay.
I'm going the no agent route at the moment. So.
Right. I like it.
So
So how has that communication been if you had no agent? I know I've been telling people, because I know the agent thing been kind of fading out. Because you really don't, I mean, if you're going to go where you're going to go, it's pretty much already set for the most part.
Yeah,
that you need that.
I just feel like a guy like me, they know what I'm bringing to the table. I don't need someone to represent me and tell them what I can do. I'll tell them what I can do.
I got you.
But I'm not like, I've never been in the league, so I don't know if I'm gonna need one or not. I'm just trying to wait that out. But I don't need one right now.
But you do know right now you need to be trained doing
That's
some
right,
things
I'm
over
working.
there. Hey, tracks my
Working.
guys over there, Ryan Terrio and over there.
Yep.
Getting it in. Man, that'd be good, man. So March 31st, pro day coming up.
Have some good.
What times you plan on running for us? Give me some time. You got some goals yet?
What you think I'm gonna run?
Man, I'm just looking at you, man. You look a 4.6 for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting a 4.6.
4.6 for sure.
We're gonna see if I can hit a little lower.
4.5. Man, yeah, man. After you hit 4.5, man,
We'll
you're
see.
the money.
We'll see.
Hey, man,
I'm working.
Yeah, man. Bench press. Tell us about your bench
I'm gonna
press.
hit 30 plus.
About 30 plus.
Yes, sir.
Okay, it's a good deal.
Should
Shuttles. Maybe got 4 4s, 4 3s in it.
I'm gonna be in a low 4.
Okay.
I haven't timed it yet, but I've been running the shuttle since I was little. Me and my dad was working that one.
Have you been working with anyone for as the skill part of it? That's going to be out there, the running backs,
I work with Nick
backfield.
Brosette, doing some running back drills and stuff. But I mean, LSU really prepared me to do all that training myself. I mean, we had K Falk,
Oh,
Tommy
man,
Robinson,
right.
Steve Menzenmaker.
Come on.
They all taught me all the right drills to do to work on keeping everything, sharpened. So, I mean, Nick kind of is my second eye. So when I'm doing the drills, he tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what I need to fix. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much
ready to go. Tell them about K Falk, man. You just mentioned
That's
Coach
my
Falk. I'm gonna call him Coach Falk, man.
Yeah,
Coach Falk now, man.
That's my dude.
I know
man.
you was kind of stepped in that role newly.
Yes.
So you kind of saw him come into that role.
So
from
when
the
I was in the running back room, Tommy Robinson was the head running back coach, and then K Falk was the player personnel, and he would sit in there and help us out a little bit, but he was in the room for a little while, and I moved to the tight ends room next year, and then K Falk got the running back job. So I mean, he taught me a lot, just kind of how he goes about his everyday stuff,
routines and stuff
yeah,
like that,
how he treats people, how he talks to people, he just by seeing how he does things.
Yeah, I mean, you can learn, man, so much from guys like that, because it's something they must be doing right for you to be able to be, have the success he's had on all different levels, and being able to come back and be able to give some of those things, like you say, some of his routines and some of the things that he had to go through, maybe, or some of the things that he found to make him, be able to last as long as he lasted, man. So
for sure.
So,
I mean, Super Bowl champion. I mean,
but,
you take so much from him. Yep. I mean, there's so many more guys like that that are at LSU. Like, that's one of the main reasons I wanted to go there so bad. Like, there's just big network.
Gotcha, man. I'm gonna ask you about one of my other guys over there. Earl Chavez, man. You know Big Earl?
That's my dog.
Man, tell me about Earl. I know he's in that weight room too, man.
Oh yeah, he stays in the weight room. He's our player personnel guy. He just make sure we on our business, He's helped me a lot with the process, learning how.
Give you one more, Jeff Martin. I know he just left. He just good. I mean, they just gave him the scouting director up there. I talked to him today. He's up there at USC now.
I got to holler at him right before he left. Yeah, I'm excited for him.
Yeah, man, he's going to
Jeff's like right-hand man. Anything you ever need, any question you got, he's got the answer to it or the information you need.
Good deal, man.
Yeah.
Well, man, best of luck to you, man, as you pursue. If there's anything that we could do for you here at the Gridiron Football, man, or the Round the Corner, don't hesitate, yes, man. It could be anything, man. You got anything else for my man?
Man, I'm just excited to see where your career goes now.
I can't wait either.
We're going to try to be there on your pro day. We'll talk to Michael. And Michael, we're going to be there, okay? So we're going to try to be there on your pro day. That way we're going to see this 4 or 5.
Yes, indeed.
We'll be cheering. Come on, let's go.
Bring my own kind, man. Yeah, let's get it.
Gotta stay healthy, baby. Gotta stay healthy.
Already. But, man, hey, man, glad to have my man here. Tory Carter, straight out that backfield, number 44, hard head as you see it, man, bringing the energy. Man, we're gonna miss him, man. Best of luck. I know the Tiger Nation, we all gonna miss you, man. And man, best of luck to you, man.
Appreciate it.
Anything that we could do, you always know. I know you're from Georgia, but LSU, this your home.
That's
now,
right.
Man.
That's right.
All
that's right.
Man, but man, glad to have you here, man. Again, best of luck.
Well, we'll be right back. We're going to be joined with Coach Corey Miller, and we'll talk some 7-on-7 football.